Hi everyone, it's Suzanne from Stampin.com. I have a little project here I would like to share with you today. It's a little box as usual because it is Video Friday. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to make a couple of different size boxes for this next month. This box measures about 4.5 by 1.5 and just under 2. So I think it's a pretty decent sized box. You'll be able to put, I'm probably going to use it for aromatherapy items. I like to make aromatherapy for my friends and family. So let's get started. It takes 2 pieces of cardstock, and as you can see, one is slightly bigger than the other, so the bigger one's going to be the lid. And with my little scoring tool, basically we score 1.5 on each side. And for the bottom, I'm going to do this. Oh, what is wrong with me today? Whoops. I have a little trick actually. If you have gone out of your score line, you can take your bone folder and give that a little rub out. And it's not too big of a deal, but sometimes you want to make it look super crisp. Alright, so taking the bone folder and giving it a good burnish on the folds on both. I did it here as well. Little butterfingers. So I've made these types of boxes before. Oh, now I have to remember which one is the lid. The larger one. Okay. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to decorate it a little bit first before I fold it on up. So this piece of DSP is 4 1/4 and 1 1/8, and normally I have these pieces of DSP with the adhesive on it already, but today, because it's a little short video, I thought I would do it on camera. Oh my measurement is a little bit off. It's still off. Where was my brain thinking here? I have to just double, maybe it's going to take us a little bit longer. So I wanted them to be 1 1/4 inches. Sorry, a little bit off camera here. Okay, so rule number 1, measure twice, cut once. That's okay. I will just double check to make sure. Oh, this one's off too. What the heck? Sorry. There we go. Well, that's not a very good start to the video. I apologize. So anyway, as I was saying, normally I have these pre-stuck, but for time, speed, that sort of thing, I usually do it off camera. And it's, you know, probably a good thing that I do, because it's obvious that my measurement is completely off. I apologize. I'm not going to stop though. You can kind of see what I'm doing. Just edging a little bit more off. There we go. Okay, so this is supposed to be 4 1/4 and 1 5/8. These are supposed to be 4 1/4 and 1 1/4. And the little short sides are supposed to be 1 1/4 and 1 1/8, but obviously I didn't prepare them very well. Whoopsies. But the box is going to be super cute, so I'm not too worried about it. Today I'm using Coastal Cabana, and I'm using this, where is it? It's called a Fresh Prints paper stack. You can see a lot of the beautiful papers inside here. Coastal Cabana Crumb Cake, Real Red, and Whisper White. This is a paper stack. It's $8.50, and for small little tiny boxes like this, really fun to have. Okay, so I'm just going to snip up on our score lines. Like that. And I think I'm going to use my Tombow. If you use something like an adhesive like Snail, Snail is actually really good for paper to paper and paper to card, but card to card, I would probably recommend something a little heavier, like like Tombow or Sticky Strip, especially if you're thinking to put something quite heavy in here. And this is a decently sturdy box, so I think you could put something quite heavy in it. I'm thinking maybe some Epsom salts with aromatherapy. Okay, that's a little off. I apologize for that. But bloopers happen, and I'm going through with it. My mom has been watching some of my videos and says, well, it's nice to see a demonstrator flubbing up sometimes, so this one's for you, Mom. I made a flub, or several. Never been very good with the measuring, so. Alright, so this is the bottom part of the box. Excuse me. And again, we've just snipped on those score lines. If you don't put too much Tombow on, actually the box will, or the adhesive will stick quite quickly, so no worries there. And as you can see, there's a little bit of an overhang on this piece, so I'm just going to give that just the slightest little trim, and same for the side. Oops. Fits very nicely, so the only little hiccup there was the DSP. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit of a design. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. How about, here we go, Coastal Cabana. So this is going to be one of the first images that you see of this stamp set. Maybe I'll do that. Make a little flower to put on it. And the it's probably one of my favorite punches. It's the decorative label punch, I think it's called. I quite like it. Dimensionals. I am really not prepared today. Excuse me. It's the nice weather we're having, that's what. So I think I'll offset this a little bit. And how you offset something is instead of putting the dimensionals on this paper, I'm going to put it on this paper so that I can place where I want them. So I want it to sort of look like that. Maybe I'll put a little flower. Not maybe, that's what I'm going to do. What little flower should I use? I quite like my Petite Petals punch, so I'm going to use that guy. And a little bit, oops, now I'm all crooked. Oh well. So, actually, I'm going to get my little sponge out for a Coastal Cabana. And I should probably sponge these. That'll help immensely. Oh, anyway, I was going to explain that the images that you're seeing on here come from a stamp set called Something to Say. It's brand new out of the catalog. I was pretty lucky that I was able to play with or pre-order it, so I quite like the sentiments on it. I think they're fun. And for the next little while, I probably will be, or for the next few sets of these videos that I'm going to be doing, I will be using the sentiments from that. Oh my, that is cute. Diamonds or pearls, everyone? What do you think? Normally I have all this sort of set up, and today I'm winging it. So, which is very difficult for me to do usually because I am a Virgo. I have a problem with winging it. But I wanted to get through a couple of these videos before I have to be off to work tomorrow. I've got a busy week, so I'm, like I said, getting her done. My glue dots here. So this is something I think that people, oh wow, that's so cute. If you have a little bit of cardstock handy, you're able to make a really, something that, you know, was just paper, a really nice little idea for a gift. Could be anything, hey? So, there you have it. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. And if you have any questions, please come to my blog. All the dimensions that I gave you, the correct ones, I promise, will be on my blog, sunstampin.com. So hopefully I'll see you then. Bye.